This is a 2026 GMC Yukon Denali. And I think you should skip the Denali Ultimate and just buy this one. And I'll explain why here in a second. I borrowed this SUV from Jerry Seiner, GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. It is available for sale. Be sure to ask for Frank P. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys see the options and features on this build. At the very top is the description with the colors. And then here's a short listing of the standard features. Be sure to pause to see more. Starting price is $83,000 for this SUV, and then here are all the options. You have the Denali Reserve package, which pretty much gives you everything, and then this one does have the 24-inch pearl nickel wheels. Air ride suspension is $1,000, and the paint was an extra charge. Destination is now $2,595 with a total price of $97,970. And here are the fuel economy numbers off to the side. So for 2026, the Denali did get a higher starting price. It's $1,800 more compared to 2025. Now obviously destination charge did go up for 2026, and I think GM knows that this trim level is the way to go. Now one thing I like about this SUV is you get premium lighting standard, whether you go with the regular elevation all the way up to the Ultimate. And you guys see on the front end, you have fog lights, front parking sensors, and those sensors go all the way off to the side for pulling into the garage, so there's no excuses now. Sequential turn signals, and you get a satin finish on the front grille with that front camera. You have some piano black finishing, more satin down below, and this SUV was blessed with air suspension, so it's going to have a really good ride. Independent double wishbone, and here's the tires. These are the Bridgestone Alenza tires, 285/40/24, and these wheels are absolutely perfect. Let's get a little bit closer. So just check out the contrast that they give you right here. Now you can't feel that in the wheel, it's just smooth, but it has a really cool design, 6 lug. I like the silver color of it as well. Fabric contour for the liner. Now let's go ahead and park back so you can see the full SUV. Yeah, 24s are the new 22s today, and with air suspension it doesn't ride really rough with these wheels. I've driven them in the past and they're perfect. Now you do have more satin on the side here. Now the Nightfall package and Bright package are new for 2026, so if you want chrome you have that option, or if you want a more blackout SUV you can get that too. And you have the turn signals here with cameras, puddle lights there. Those power to pole running boards do have perimeter lighting too. And you have chrome around the door handles and here. Smart key system for front and rear doors. And let's go ahead and check out the roof. Here's where we're going to fill up at. They do recommend that you run premium. More parking sensors, and out back you have the quad tips. They are different from the Ultimate, by the way, in design. Sequential turn signals back here for your tail lights. You do have an option to open this rear glass, and check out that beautiful interior. This is my favorite interior, and it's not even available for the Ultimate, and I think that's kind of silly because you can go black or this with the Denali, so you have more interior color options, and not everybody's gonna like that mahogany in there. You still have power seats for this. You do have to hold the buttons, but yeah, this is a really pretty interior. $120-volt power plug back here, and you guys see both of your cameras, LED license plate lights, and then here's a side view of the SUV. Nobody's new to this powertrain. They've been using this for a long time. 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. There is a cold air intake available for it as well. All that power that I mentioned goes to a 10-speed transmission. Premium fuel is required to get those horsepower and torque numbers, so just keep that in mind. I like lighter color interiors for the summertime. And it feels airy inside of here too. And as I said, if I were looking to buy this, I know my wife, she and I like the same things. This is the interior she would want, and I think she would like this better than that woodland mahogany that the Ultimate has. The only negative thing about this Denali is at 100 grand you don't even get massage seats, and you don't have the adjustable bolstering, shoulder support. So that's a pretty big blow for this trim level. Now on the door, you guys see you have this real wood. You can feel how porous it is. You have seat memories, auto up and down for front windows, auto down for the rear, power folding outside mirrors. Great stitch pattern on the door, all soft touch up top. A little bit of storage, Bose sound system, and you do have a 12-way seat because the lumbar can be adjusted up and down. Still has a power steering column, electronic parking brake, and here's all your controls. Four-wheel drive system with air suspension and drive modes, lighting, trailer brake. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. The other blow to this SUV is a 10-speaker Bose sound system. You get 18 speakers with that Ultimate. Here's the seats. You have that Denali badge, perforated leather, more wood, premium materials here, and storage. Center console still has a great design. You have that 16.8-inch display. Out back, no shades, which I like to see on these types of SUVs. And you just have single climate control, just like the Ultimate. Outboard heated seats, just like the Ultimate. 120-volt power plug, HDMI for this guy here and that one. And then out back you can see cup holders, Type-C USB, and they do provide the air vents on the roof there. Hopefully you can see them. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. Super Cruise right there. Heated steering wheel buttons on this side. And let's go ahead and check out the camera system. They give you that top down. You can disable the bird's eye, and this is great for parking. Now you don't use this for parking. You only use it to like see where you are. Once you're parked, you cannot look at the screen because you can't see what's in front of you, right? So I'm going to go ahead and push the cameras again. But you can see the lines, right? You can see where you are. So that way you can kind of adjust if you need to, because some people just don't know how to park these big SUVs. I do like this button here. It stays there for your garage opener. You can set up to 8 now. Oh, I'm driving it's saying, so I have to put it in park. So yes. Heads up displays right here. You can turn it off. And this menu gives you these multi views on the screen. Home button's there. Vehicle status shows you your trip information. So you might think it's in this screen, but nope. If you want to set that up, it's all right here. Gauges. And just below you can see your climate control. Does still have hard buttons, right? But if you want your heated seats on, your ventilated seats, you have to touch the screen out. And there's no hard buttons for that. Now, you do have a cover here. Wireless charger, USBs, cup holders. And this does slide back too. Hidden storage. I always mention this because my wife, when we had younger kids, she had that big old purse, and this would have been nice for something like that too. This does slide too, by the way. And the button is up here. You can control that twin panel. You have that 4K camera. One thing to note too, I always adjust this up when I get inside these SUVs because this camera sits low. So I like to have this all the way up like that personally. So hopefully you guys can see the difference. So yeah, you can adjust this. You can adjust the brightness of the screen. like so, and you can zoom in or zoom out too. Heads-up display, and then this screen just has this button here, so you can go through the menus. Navigation, so you can have your Apple CarPlay on this side for your music. Have navigation here because you can still see the mile an hour, all that good stuff too. And that is pretty much it. Let's go ahead and check out the payload. Gross axle weight rating out front is going to be 3,700 pounds. The rear is 4,200 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is 7,600 pounds. And the wheels are 24 by 9.5 wide. All-in payload is 1,443 pounds. And this can tow up to 8,000 pounds. Gross combined weight rating is 14.5. You guys see the curb weight, 61.57. And here's that tire pressure, 35 out front, 39 in the rear. Hope you guys liked the video. This is a really nice SUV. I think that for the money, it is expensive, but you get a lot of the same features in this SUV. So I guess I have to do a comparison with the Denali Ultimate and the Denali if I have a chance. See you guys soon.